My name is Sarah Joanie. I'm 33 years old and I live here in the south of France with my husband and 2 children. I've spent most of my life in Australia until about 2007, I think it was. I left Australia and I moved to Miami, and I spent a few years living there and then working in the US. I spend a lot of my time working on projects for lymphedema, in fact. I'm pretty passionate about raising awareness of this condition and helping other people to how they can manage it better. So a lot of my days are spent working on a website that I'm creating for this and interacting with people on social media. I love playing sport. I'm very active with my fitness and working out, because that's one big thing for me that keeps me healthy and keeps me going during the days. I always say with lymphedema that it's a condition, it's not a disease. So I found out in 2013 that I had primary lymphedema. When I was pregnant with my daughter Charlie, my legs started swelling and I didn't know why. And it took probably about a year to get diagnosed with lymphedema. And I went through the usual trials of seeing the doctor and being misdiagnosed, and it was a mystery and they couldn't tell me what it was, but just, you know, wear a compression garment and maybe it will go away. I found that in the beginning it was quite a burden because I didn't really know what I was dealing with. I didn't know how to manage it properly. I was not very well educated about the condition, and it really took me a lot of time to realise that education was the key to looking after myself. So I learnt a lot and I asked a lot of questions, and I've gotten to the point today where I feel like I can just live my life normally, even with this chronic condition, and it's okay. Like, it's not the end of the world. I can really deal with it and live the best life that I want to live. My lymphedema management is pretty simple, I think. So twice a week I have MLD, go to my physio, and she does a drainage session for about 30 minutes each time. During the day I wear my compression, and there's not a day that goes by that I don't put it on. I literally wake up in the morning, put my stocking on, spend my whole day in compression, and then by the time I get to going to bed, I take that off, have my shower and all that, and put on my night garment. When I would bandage my leg at night, I found that I was waking up a lot with bandages off. They kept unravelling, or I had the opposite problem where it was too tight and I would just wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I started wearing a night garment about a year ago. Wearing a night garment for me is a lot more comfortable at night because I find that it moves with my body in a better way. Like the material is a lot softer than bandages. I find that I don't get so hot at night, because with my bandages it was, you know, a couple of layers of material, and for me it was just, you know, in the summertime it's not supportable. For me, my biggest problem was waking up in the morning with my leg feeling kind of hot and puffy still. So for me, with a night garment, it's really solved that problem by giving me continued compression throughout the night and eliminating anything that might build up during the evening and giving me a fresh leg in the morning. When I wake up in the morning after wearing my night garment, I can really see a difference in the tissue on my leg because it's a lot softer, and I can see that it's got little dents in it from where it's been microcirculated and massaged. Keeping comfortable is probably the main thing that concerns me about compression, because I know a lot of people struggle with the same thing, and it's really a fine balance of finding the right garment for your leg. So finding comfort in a product is something that's really important for me. So with my garments, I not only wear them to bed, but I use them a lot when I'm just relaxing around the house and not very active. So whether I'm sitting down reading a book or I'm on my computer, it's like the perfect opportunity to change compression and put something that's a little bit less heavy on my leg so that I'm comfortable and I can relax at home, but still be wearing compression and getting the benefits from it. If I could tell people with lymphedema one thing, it would be to educate yourself and learn about your condition so that you can really help yourself. You know, don't be silent about it. Have a voice and ask your questions. And if you're not happy with your caregiver's advice, go and get a second opinion.